The Thing with Feathers. So this is Benedict Cumberbatch's new film. So after a tragic loss, a grieving father tries to raise his young sons whilst dealing with an unlikely, unpredictable and uninvited house guest.
Yeah, this one was adapted by the novel Grief is the Thing with Feathers by Max Porter. And I've never read a book in my life, but we seem to be quoting where the stuff's coming from. That's where it came from. Um, yeah. Benedict Cumberbatch immediately is the best thing about the film. He puts in an awesome performance. He's about his grieving over he's lost his wife very suddenly. And basically, this crow is the physical manifestation of his grief and his despair and all that. But they do, however, capture in the first part of the film something much more despairing. When he's burnt, he's trying to look after his kids and that as his wife's gone and she did everything. And he's burned all the toast. You know, when it's black and you just start scraping it into the sink. And then you get that like watery, burnt toast in the sink and still rubbish toast. That I was like, that was just as much a resemblance of despair as was the bloody crow. But yeah, it was done really well. But there was some parts left a bit unclear, including a physical beak fight between the crow and a demon. And I watched it through just the once, and I didn't really sit down and analyze it too much. You have to bear with me. I'm sure there'll be someone who gives a much more like in-depth explanation of it. But just towards the end, I was like, "What? Why is he pecking?" I was like, "What's going on?" But yeah, what the wife as well. They try and bring her in a little bit to show who she was and that, but you never really see her. They never really develop her, and you don't really have the understanding that like you can understand his pain in that, but you don't understand really like any personal connections between him and his wife, like any token parts of like what happened between her and him. It's just like she was a wife, he was a husband, so of course he's in despair, which is fine. But they could have
Expanded on the
done
relationship,
some
the love, and
nods to
yeah.
the wife a little bit more specifically. This film reminded me of very similar to a completely different take, completely different movie. Adam Sandler in The Spaceman. Have you seen that one?
With the alien that he
With the
befriends.
spider. Well, it's
Yeah.
an alien. It looks like a spider. This was very, very similar. A
I
load of
really
people.
enjoyed
Yeah,
that.
that's a film I loved and would never watch again because it made me so upset.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was like, I was watching. I was like, I'm too emotional. But this was a similar kind of thing, but just a bit more. It was a bit more on the nose, and
Not quite as well done.
for me, the thing with feathers, it's 6.5, and it's getting such
Just
a
that just came out. The thing with 6.5.
it's six point
I'm like,
five
all right,
because
yes.
the film itself is probably like around a 5, but Benedict Cumberbatch in it is great. He has a good thing going on with his kids. The kids performed really well. It's a very believable family. There's not much development though that really
Means
carries the
anything?
film
Yeah.
or brings you into it. So
So without Benedict Cumberbatch, it would be a waste of time.
it wouldn't be a waste of time because if you've had similar experience and stuff, it's very relatable and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's not like
It's
you know
not
when
going
I
to make
say
you
I
feel
feel
good though if you've had
no,
similar
but
experiences to relate to it, is it?
the difference is with that Spider one of Adam Sandler is that you watch that and there's points it was very relatable and it was I don't know it just it had an essence to it. This film just is very. Bleh.
Straight down the line.
This my review has just gone from trying to be like really smart to just being. Bleh. So yeah, 6.5.
6.5.